What? All right. So there was no fucking audio the whole time. I fucking hate Roadcaster. I'm gonna, you know what? This is really pissing me off. That's like my day. This Roadcaster, what? It's so simple, right? This is not a complicated machine. I have been a musician my entire life. I have dealt with audio electronics that entire time. Back when it was solid state shit. This is a goat rodeo. I am so furious. You know what? And because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to see comments or any of that shit, you know what I do know? I do know that the audio was out. Is it worth starting over? No, because I talk about a bunch of shit that nobody wants to hear. We're going fresh. Look at Bitcoin. Look at fucking Ethereum. Look at Solana. Okay. Now, next up, we see everything's down. You got the gist of it. I'm sorry my audio was out. I hope it's working now. Now, we are just going to super quick look at some indicators that I am watching. Bitcoin, it's going down. ETH, yep, it's going down. Solana, it's going down. That is the technical analysis for today. Liquidations in the last 24 hours, $1.4 billion. Total DEX volume, 8.8 billion. So just think about this for half a second. So 1.4 in liquidations of a market that is 8.8. Liquidation, that is not, this is what's awesome. And I was explaining this to a friend of mine who's not super into the space. Liquidations and token go down are so different. I have a friend, he loves Shiba Inu. He holds it, it goes down, and he's panicking. I said, dude, you weren't liquidated. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, people that do these leverage bets, when the price drastically goes against their bet, all of that money is gone. Like, so, I don't know, spot trading, smart spot trading. It almost seems impossible in this market. No, we're talking about my friend. Shiba Inu is actually up 1.7% on the hour. It is one of the only things that is up as far as price goes. Oh, actually, we have bread up 15%, Shiba Inu up 1%. Everything else is red and looking no bueno. We have a bunch of losers. I want to quickly click in the last hour. Some big performers. MAGA again. PayPay. Brainlet. Fucking Brainlet. This is one of the things I jumped into earlier. I believe we're going to check it on my Bullex in 1 second. We have Mumu the Bull on the hour, turning around 6%. Again, these are the absolute signs that we want to see. This is a scary game to be playing. It requires diligence and attention, and Bullex gives you these tools, and I'm going to explain why they're great, why they're bad, and why they're essential, because they keep you from being an idiot. And we're going to check in on some statistics, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And hopefully it is going to play in my favor. So that's what I love about doing this live, right? Because like I never know how it's going to play out, because the market changes so quickly. Now, I wanted to pull up just a couple things on Polymarket. We are looking at some of the breaking news stories. And why is this interesting? One, because these are market drivers. These are mechanics that people are betting on in the crypto space. So it is interesting. U.S. recession, is it coming? Will RFK drop out by Friday? Will Kamala announce VP pick? Iran military response, that seems to be coming. Maduro out before September. Trump and Kamala agreed to a debate. These things are going to be absolute news drivers as we move forward. Now, quickly, I know you crypto and NFT nerds don't like the other news, but there's shit going on. These are market dynamics, so I'm going to go through a couple super quick. We have a market meltdown. Global stock markets are experiencing absolutely significant declines amid rising fears that the U.S. has delivered shit show economic job reports. There's bunches of other stuff. We have panic sell-off, which is really interesting. We had Warren Buffett sell a bunch of his shit, which causes other people to do all kinds of moronic stuff. Maybe Warren Buffett is selling because he's about to die. Like, let the man get his cash. Like, I don't understand why people are panicking. We have Japan, a bunch of showdown happening with their ecosystem. I talked about it in another show this morning. We have a crisis in Bangladesh. Why is this important? Because this is just more fabric of social unrest across the planet. It does not do well for any ecosystem internally, internationally, or more poignantly, globally. It is a detractor from the financial focus that we want to look at as we move forward. And these are these plants by the man to get us to stop constantly? Is this whole fucking drop in the price of crypto a mass plan to get all of the people who are not confident shooken out of the tree so the smart people can swoop in at bargain prices and take it to the moon? That's what I think is happening. We have the Paris Olympics. They are still happening. They are facing challenges, including the water quality, where they decided to hold a swimming race. I heard there were actually Tootsie Rolls floating down the river. So we're not going to get into that. We have a bunch of stuff. We had Iman record a record-breaking performance in swimming. We had Noah Lyles and Bobby Fink. They're making headlines for their achievements. We had Simone Biles came in second for this other thing she did. Like, you know, like it's just good. We have Hurricane Debbie. So I have recently relocated from Miami Beach, Florida to Austin, Texas, apparently the best state in the world because everything is bigger in Tejas. Now, Hurricane Debbie, it is made landfall in Florida as a Category 1 storm, bringing super heavy rainfall. Supposedly there are downed trees all up and down the Interstate 10. They have closed it down in many places because they don't have enough people to get the trees out of the way. And it's fucking raining there. Biles makes silver. This is the story that I was thinking of in my head. Simone Biles concluded her Olympic journey. She is one of my mother's absolute favorite Olympic athletes to watch. I think prior to that, her favorite was Nadia Comaneci, who was an absolute all-star as well. People that broke the barriers of what we think the human spirit can take us to do. Simone Biles is a wonderful example of thriving and driving and continuing to survive. So it's awesome to see her. But supposedly there was a Brazilian woman that came in and stole the final show. But Simone still did place a couple goals, so she still crushed it out of the park, and that is what we like to see. So when we go to my pick of the day this morning, my pick of the day when waking up and looking at the absolute ass crap market was to buy the blood. And that is absolutely scary. But again, I am going to circle back. That is how things are done. So I began to investigate, and I am doing a challenge, not a challenge. I am just attempting to turn 1 Solana into 100 Solana on the BullX platform. I loaded my wallet with 1 Solana the other day. We had some trades that went terribly well as the market absolutely crapped down. And here's the deal. So if I'm down to half of what I started with, the idea is, do I load the wallet with more? And that is the gambling side, emotional side of me. And the answer is no, we're not going to do that. We are going to double, triple down and try and make some really smart, small plays, not trying to win it all. And an example is setting limit orders. So as price goes up, a portion of what I hold will be sold, even if I don't want to, right? Because I want to gamble that it's going to go up more and I'll have more to sell at the top. That is the worst strategy in the world. The idea, the only idea is put a strategy in place that will not allow you to round trip or go to the bottom. And this is what I want to bring up now. Now, when trading meme coins, I have my tolerances set up at a certain level for safety for this wallet so I can progress and turn 1 Solana into 100. Now, when doing some of these gambles on meme coins, the variance is beyond my initial parameters. And I know this. And sometimes I want to cancel my stop losses on the way down because I know there are going to be these bounces trying to take advantage of us. But I'm not going to let that happen. So what we're going to check on two things now. So first, we're going to talk about what we did on Bullux. So one of the trades we made yesterday, I bought in as it fell. The day went forward, and I was out somewhere, and I got a wonderful message. It's like, one of your trades has been activated. And it's like, wow. I had, like, I'm doing something else, and my wallet is working while I'm doing something else. So I log in, and okay, I see this coin has slipped down. So initially, I bought this coin as it went down. I made 4 buys. So my first buy was activated as the coin crab walked sideways and got to a point where that first coin activation that I bought sold. So I still had 3 other positions. We're going to check on that. And we're also going to look at a position that I had where I put in this same scenario, and talking with friends and people that are really good at the meme coin game. They said, listen, you can't do that with these coins. And I said, I know. You are emotionally trading. I am trying to put a practice at play and not diverge from that plan. And we'll see if it works. So we're going to check it on 2 things and see just how it's playing out. And by the look of the red in the market, it's probably not playing out great, but we're going to get to see what the calls mean, how they mean, and all that stuff. So before we get into more news, let's just get into this. Okay, Chitan, Chitan. It is currently at $2.89 million. So Bullux, when I pull it up, it is going to just kind of reload. So what I am going to do is I'm going to lower this down, and I am going to get a broad view of where we are, because I want you guys to see what's going on. So as you can see, we got it so much to get through. Alexa, stop. We got so much to get through, so we're not going to get into all this. So this first purchase here, right? It was activated a sell order here. The coin went down. So I continued to buy this coin over on the chart here where it went down because I thought it was going to go up. And it did go up. And I was greedy with my profit taking. So my profit, my hits were not up until here. And as you can see, we did not reach this. So the other day I get my first notice. Boom! I have a sell order. So it went down. I looked at the chart. I looked online at what was happening with all the symbols that were available. Now, keep in mind, this is amid a market meltdown. So I decided to make some more buys. And luckily, because my parameters were in place and I did not let myself get greedy, or I did not let the emotional side or the gamble side take over, I put my stop losses in place and I sold out of this token around here. So it has continued to go down like the market has, which is great. So I am out of that token. Yes, I got in here, but my range was a 20% loss. I have taken so many tokens to zero and actually sent the tokens to Soul Incinerator, like throwing money away. So this is how I prevent from doing that. So next up, we are going to look at the next token, Bane. This is a token that I hopped in, okay? So we are watching this. So I'm just going to do this super quick. So this token I've been watching, did bought and sold out. It went up. It crab walked sideways. I saw some momentum that I liked. I put a purchase in here. Now, the sell, right? The sell order that was triggered right around here, it was not the entire amount of the token that I hold. It was only a percentage. So now this is continuing to go sideways. The question is this, right? It's going to go sideways. I don't know what's going to happen with the market. I've already made a 200% profit on that portion of my buy. Okay? I'm still holding some in case it goes higher. I still have some in case it goes, if it goes to 0, I will remove myself from the position. But if it continues to go higher, at some point I will sell out and keep 10% and only 10% for a moon bag that I will watch daily. So we're going to watch and see how this spans out over the next couple days. So that is where we are with that. Now, this is the call that I made earlier today. Bane, B-A-N-E. If you are going to trade, I implore you to go to bullx.io/beat. If you are interested in sending some parameters for your trading, send me a DM. I will respond. We will get this started. We are trying to grow this from 1 Solana to 100, nice and slow and smart. If we can do this in a market that is filled with red, it shows us that we have a strategy that will work when things go parabolic. Let's get in the reps now while shit looks red, so when it goes green, we will be prepared. That is my plan. So next up, I am posting every day in my Substack. If you don't subscribe to it, just fucking do it. You know what? I hate listening to podcasts that have advertisements, and I don't have any of that shit. But I put out a Substack. I have merch. I fucking do all this shit. You can subscribe to the Substack. You can buy my merch. You can be nice and share this shit. That's all I ask for. And some of you do, and I thank you for that. But some of you could be rock stars, and you don't. I get it. I get it. You think we succeed better by ourselves. We don't. We grow better together, period. Okay, so today, current poll, 53% Trump, 43% Kamala Harris. Bitcoin at the time of the price, $53,130. I have to wrap this up super quick because I have an amazing meeting that I'm super excited about. So I talked about on this day in history, August 4th, 2007, NASA launched the Mars Phoenix. If that's Mars, I kind of want to go, even if it's cold. Next up, Milady Maker. They have Miladycraft. And it is a Minecraft server. It is super interesting. These guys continue to just bring kind of this interesting mystique to the space. I think it's awesome. It is built by Remelia Corporation holders. It blends gameplay with the deep lore and societal commentary. If you are interested, I implore you to go check it out. It is a onion that has a skin that never ends. That is the best way to say it. Next up, we are looking at a couple tokens that may be appealing. These are kind of like ICOs, initial coin offerings. You can get in on early token launch purchases. We have a couple. I'm going to throw a couple out of there. We have Pepe Unchained, Meme Games, Wiener AI, Play Doge, Shiba Shout, and Base Dogs. Go to my Substack. I wrote up why I think that. There's some information in there. I'm sorry I'm rushing through because I have a thing, and I'm so pissed about Rodecaster. Away from keyboard, what is happening? Robinhood, halts trading, what? I mean, you guys knew that was coming, right? These are either signal tops or signal bottoms. Keep that in mind. Next up, despite market downturn, Chris Burniske, he thinks Solana is going to 1,000. We'll take it. He also likes Celestia. Put that in your pipe if you're going to start smoking shit in the copium zone. We have Ripple, their new stablecoin, RLS USD. It has sparked speculation about the SEC's lawsuit outcome. I don't know. I think, yeah, XRP could rip if the shit goes in their favor. We are all waiting to see what happens with that. Next up, we have a bunch of the games on the Ton ecosystem. Cadison, we have Hamster Combat. They're all super interesting. OKX, Treasure Hunt is getting involved. You guys I have 4 minutes for this meeting. Then we've got the Giga Chad, Elon Musk. He has a cryptic message on X that has ignited speculation about potential Bitcoin buying, while the jury is still out on Musk, what he will do, what his intentions are. Looking at past performance, is that an indicator of future decisions? We do not know. We do know that some people are thinking that he has been stacking that Bitcoin. That is how we like to do it. And if you are still craving crypto clarity, you can subscribe to my Substack. Hodl, hodl, hodl. We are going to get into more Bullex stuff. We're going to do it live trading on X in a bit as soon as I have my meeting. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Warning, rare bits may cause hodling.